Well, I'm here after all. Things went well. The storm blew over. The phone's plugged in. The light is on. And I've thinking about what I'm going to paint tonight. So I was thinking, since it's storming, what if we did some storm clouds and some mountains and some storm clouds over them. I think it's a big canvas tonight, and I want to kind of accentuate how the clouds and the storm. So I'm going to run the mountains, maybe one here, a tall one there, and then kind of go off in the Rocky Mountain way like that. And we'll put another one over here, and here, and here. And then we'll end up with some green at the bottom. And so we're gonna go for stormies and grays. So that means we need colors like dark granite, and I've just, even if just a few show up, that's all right, because for me it's practice. Practice makes perfect. I want to keep going with the habit. I mean, if I keep going like I'm going, I'll have 52 paintings a year. That who can't complain about that? 52 times of practice, 52 times of getting to spend time with his friends, 52 times of seeing something happen before our very eyes. So we're bringing out the black, we're bringing out the phthalo turquoise, we're bringing out the English navy, and we've got the granite, we've got the dark gray, we've got the English navy. Boy, the English navy? Oh, you got new? Oh, that's true navy. What, you got real navy, you got true navy, you've got English navy. Oh, what you? So, we'll see what's going on here. I kind of sound like the train guy, don't I? True navy, that's really good, true navy. Righto, righto. Don't stop stepping on me, righto, would you? All right. Oh, look at this blue. This is a beautiful blue. This is Philocyanin. 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 Ooh, that looks like that's got. You know what we'll do? We will. We're going to have some lightning bolts. And of course, the sky is going to have to be dry for me to do lightning bolts. And as you could tell by my robot lighthouse that I did, that I don't really understand taping yet very well. How could I do a lightning bolt? I don't know. So that means we got to get started with something big. So, but I think that the lightning bolts will have a different kind of a hue. You know what we really do? We really need to do something that's going to help us. Let's pull off a piece of tape and stick it right there. And what we'll do...
Hello, Rhonda. I'm going to go back and lay down, but there's the comments if you can see them.
Okay, Joy's leaving me a ability to see comments, and that won't go black on me, will it?
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't, all right. And we're going to put one there. And then let's put one.
Did you see my other phone?
Coming down. I took them back there to you.
Oh.
I took everything back I could find.
One.
So, now I'm gonna keep the lightning bolts off the mountain where it is, and see what I'm thinking of doing is this will give me a nice white spot, because what I want to use this blue here for the sky behind the lightning bolts, and then hopefully we'll get it together here. So we're gonna go, oh, we're missing white to lighten things up and brighten things up. Almost time for a new tube of white, because we need, our clouds are going to need edges. All right.
There. You have a friend call.
I have a friend call.
Yeah, to keep the chat lively.
Daryl Hauser.
Spaceman.
Of course. Space. Hey. Are you keeping me company or something?
Yes, since I can't. He's keeping you company.
You're keeping me company. Well, what a sweet idea. I didn't know we could do this. Uh-oh. Let me cover my TV screen real quick before I get slap happy.
Yeah, I've got two phones on here. I've got my phone and my lovely wife's phone in one hand and one in the other.
You probably have to turn the sound down on them now, though.
Oh, you might feedback a little, yeah.
I'm doing it right now. It's down. Sorry. Make you feeling bad, Joy? Did you?
Oh, it's just some food, something she ate. Nothing serious, just something she ate.
Yeah.
And we're kind of working. It's working its way through, I guess.
Yeah.
We're not sure why or what. Could be Popeyes.
Oh, really?
We bought some yesterday, then we brought it home after we went out for quite a few hours and ate, and then came home, and I guess it didn't store very well or something.
Fortunately, that happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
Is that purple you're using? Is that the purple color you're using? Oh, I can tell what color that is. Is that purple?
So.
Or is it like a dark blue?
What I'm putting on?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm putting on what's called, let me go back to it here. Putting on dark blue gray, and then dark granite, and then here comes the English Navy right now. Boy, there's the English Navy. Ooh, I like doing there. Blimey. What were they doing? Oh, see, HMS, Her Majesty's Service. Blimey. We'll tap a little bit of water into that. And we're gonna bring this down like this.
Hello, Rhonda Skipper, and CGS is here.
Oh, I need to put you over by my phone so they can hear you. And that'll be better. because if you're going to talk out loud enough, then they can hear you.
Okay.
And cool. I don't even know. Yeah, there you are. Okay, I got the speaker on and I've got it pointing towards the phone. All right.
Hello, Rhonda Skipper. I see that you said hello to me already. Hopefully you're having a great evening. I'm just looking outside at my yellow sky. We just had the rain come through, and it was thundered a few minutes ago, but I think it's eventually passed. Did you all get a lot of storms?
Boy, it was pouring here.
Yeah.
Just pouring.
That wind knocked the work door I was trying to shut back against the center block wall, knocked my hat off of me, and then it moved the carpet, and I'm like, whoa! Magic carpet ride I was about on, I think.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I haven't heard of such a thing.
It was quite windy.
Let's see, I don't think that color is going too good. We're going to blank that one out. That didn't work. So, turquoise is not, well.
Oh, it's like to figure out what you're painting before you get it started. I'm wondering if this is a mountain you're doing, or?
Well, it's a stormy day. Stormy night over the mountains, over the Smokies.
Okay.
And if I'm going to do lightning and all of that, I've got to make a sky and a dry spot that's going to, kind of, and I want to have it really dark up here at the top, and then a little bit bluer down towards the middle. And, but I want it to dry quickly too, so I'm trying to do it thin. Oh, I like that. So adding the water gave me with the white, adding water and white is giving me that cloud look. Oh, I like that. There we go.
I wonder if they'd let you paint it Dollywood.
Oh, I don't know. The people that we know that are there, that are contractors, yeah, right. They're contract painters. They're hired directly by Dollywood.
It looks like people that, like to sketch in their drawing books, or, your case, paint. Looks
Well,
like
if I
people
wanted to do that, I could get a job doing caricatures of people, but then I would just do mountains anyway. Here's a mountain. I thought you were drawing me. I don't know how to draw you. Here's a mountain. Here you go. I got caught up. I did a mountain. Sorry. I can't help it. Well, it's a beautiful mountain. Yeah, one of a kind. Enjoy it. Yeah. Oh. Husky's hacking for some reason.
Rhonda, the wife, is doing pretty good, I could say. She's still having some health concerns and still has some
The liver.
levels that are up that she's concerned about. The doctor, sometimes they don't get back in touch with you, like they should, but she says thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Hello, Jimmy Spencer.
Hey, Brother Jim. My front row. Love you, my front row. Love you, my front row. One of these days, I'm going to do all this stuff on purpose instead of just have accidents happen. Happy accidents.
Happy accidents make masterpieces every once in a while.
I'm telling you what, I am very happy with I just saw over here on the left side. How's my camera looking? Am I okay? I'm good.
We're good.
Over here on the left side, I wonder if I'm using the right light here. Let's try a different one. That one. There was a couple streaks right in here. These little white streaks right here, and I really thought, oh, I like that. So we're getting our ambiance and our clouds that are thing. While I'm waiting for the canvas to dry, I want to get some things in here that, you know, we're just gonna. I need to probably pull this dark down a little darker, a little deeper. And
have you found a good deal on where you get your canvases at? Or I know when I was in...
you know, I wait for the sales. I wait for the sales at Hobby Lobby.
Uh-huh.
And Walmart. There are certain companies that do canvases better than others. And
next time you go over in Asheville, I'll have to give the name to a place that's over there. A lot of the students went over there and got their art stuff. It's in Asheville, North Carolina, but I can't remember the name of it.
oh, there's an actual art gallery store or something.
It's just sold artist supplies.
Uh-huh.
That was, I guess it's still over. I'm sure it probably is. That was back in 92, 93 when I was
Oh,
at the
oh
university.
boy, you're really pulling on the memory to get through tonight, huh?
Yeah, time has really flown.
Oh, I cannot believe I just hit 30 years with Joy. My goodness.
Congratulations.
She's still as wonderful and as sexy and everything as she's ever been. I thought by this time in life, you know, it's like, you know, all that's over, but no, she's... Did you see the monkey thing today that came out? I laughed so hard at that. Something.
No, I missed that. I'll have to check it out.
She did the cutest little memory came up from Facebook. And she sounded like a monkey. I'm married to a monkey.
Who keeps who in stitches? You keep her laughing, or she keep you laughing more?
I think I make her laugh more than she makes me laugh. But I think she makes me laugh harder than I make her laugh. I mean, I make her laugh a lot, but a lot of it's not really hard laughter. And so I think she kind of, but I make myself laugh, really. I do a lot of entertaining things to myself where I make myself laugh and okay.
Now, is it laughter keeps a merry heart or something like that? I can't remember how to say it.
Doeth good like a medicine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna pull my tape now. I've seen some guys, they have a electric hair dryer next to their easel so that they can dry their paint quickly when they're painting. And I do not have one of those.
I seen online today, I was on break at work, there was some guy, I can't remember where it was at, but he was trying to get paint on a wall to dry quicker, but somehow or another he was using propane.
Propane? Well, yeah, a propane torch would dry the paint really quick, but it would bubble it too.
He got severe burns.
Oh, wow. Thank you all for coming in. Smoky Mountains, John the Treasured.
Hello, our treasured home, and
Wow.
everyone else.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
But I'd say it's probably an oil-based paint if that... And he was using propane that came back on him.
I was going to say, if oil-based paint, propane would have been stupid. If it
Yeah.
was water-based paint, that would be okay.
Yeah.
But propane, that'd be, my goodness, that's dumb. Yeah, that would be extremely silly to use propane. So what I'm doing is, the reason I did tape is because I'm thinking that I want to do the night sky behind lightning would have its own ambiance, would have more of a lit up look. So I thought the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to have the canvas dry. And I'm just guessing, okay? Everybody remember that. I'm just guessing. I am just using my imagination here, thinking, okay, this is what I want to do. I have no idea how I'm going to do it. And but yet I kind of see something in my mind where there's a lighter sky. You know, the sky is lighter behind lightning. So I'm kind of doing that right there, and we'll see how that goes. So let's switch over to mountains right now while that dries. Yeah, you know, I do have a space heater I could set up. So I'm going to put on my dehumidifier. It's a little noisy, but it'll move the air around and help things dry out. So let's see, it would be some white and some gray. Some white and some gray would work together to form a mountain. Some white and some gray forming a mountain. Okay. And we're gonna...
Looks like Tony's in the house. Hello, Tony.
Hey.
Everyone's safe and secure tonight, not having storms.
I hope so. I hope so. So we're kind of making some mountains really quick here. Maybe make another one right there. I'm gonna push up a little bit more white here.
If you had to pick a color, Donny, which color would be your favorite color?
Well, my favorite color has always been like reds since I was a little kid. This that blue right there is a beautiful blue. I really like that.
Right.
I really like that. I feel like that's something I can work with. And
I've seen cars and trucks that color nowadays. They really use the bold and bright colors. Seems like anymore.
Yeah, they can do all kinds of colors now.
Mm-hmm.
No holding back on that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
See that Joy is tapped in here that Donny loves red cars.
Yep, I love red cars. Oh, I'm forgetting to use my blade to make a mountain. I can make a mountain with the blade here. Let's do the blue and the gray and touch of white, and let's see what we get here.
Have you all heard anything about the 4th of July plans for Pigeon Forge yet?
Oh, what the Pigeon Forge is gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we got a you know, a thing in the mail. I mean, an email. You know.
Right. Because, you know, they always do something there, usually do at Patriot Park.
Yeah, Patriots Park is busy. We went to Patriots Park one time, and we couldn't really enjoy it because the music was not our kind of music, and it was just way too loud, and
Right.
So we kind of backed off from that and went somewhere else. And then we had a good time.
When I lived there in '96, that's when the Olympics were in Atlanta. So the Olympic torch came through Patriot Park, and I was there for that event. That was pretty cool.
Oh, wow. What an honor.
Smith Lee Greenwood was there, and several other performers.
Yeah, there's no shortage of a performer. There's plenty of people to do that.
That was one of the benefits of working at Dollywood in '96. Of being able to go to see Lee Greenwood and E.G. Shepard and the other shows that were in the area. Lou Vuitto, who did Elvis impersonations. That was pretty cool of them to offer that to Dollywood employees.
Well,
All
thank
we
you very
had
much.
to do was pay taxes. We had to pay taxes on the ticket. As far as that, it's $2, more or less get you in the door.
Pay tax on a ticket.
Yeah. They always got to stick you with the taxes. Joy loves turquoise cars. I'm surprised by that. I figured it'd be yellow cars, Joy.
Her turquoise is that, that 1954 Aqua.
Oh.
That turquoise, not
Okay, like on the Bel Airs.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, she loves that. That's not doing what I wanted to do. Okay, so I've got to push this mountain back a little bit with some black. Okay, that's better. And I was getting see the part of the experience is being able to paint the layers of a paint. And like last week I did really good layering the mountains, but I still messed up the foreground. I got too big of a hurry and didn't quite do the foreground the way I wanted to. And but it was still, really good, and I enjoyed it. And boy, we just, Joy wanted to give it, so we gave it away. And then after you do that, you come back with your white, a much lighter, right in front of it, and just pull that out and bring that down and pull that over like that. And you kind of come in front of that black with the white, and then that causes the black to push farther back into the canvas. Yeah, there you go. And see, I've made myself a nice little valley right here that's coming down.
It's looking good.
And it helps. It helps to have people with you. Appreciate my people's coming with me tonight.
Painting was one of the classes I took when I was at the university. Took like painting 1 and did like a painting of a cactus. And this was on like a pretty big size canvas. But I also used like mixed media. I used bathroom caulk to put on the canvas to make the cactus. And then inside the cactus, after before it dried, I took a broken mirror and had it several different pieces and put the caulk up around it where nobody get cut if they wanted to touch it. And then I took green ink from the Artist Supply Store to paint the cactus. And then I had some photos I had burnt, like of John Wayne and Western scenes, and I put those on the canvas as well, and then add a little bit of paint around the area of those, and then took some plastic cowboys and melted them, that way it would stretch the figures, and put them around the sides of it. It was quite a creative piece. The teacher said, I've never seen anything like this, but leave it to you for originality.
And now tell me what happened to it.
I think I gave it away.
Oh.
I gave all my canvases away because it wasn't nothing. I wanted to keep it and have room for them. And
oh, I know that feeling.
I wish I did keep one piece that was like a pastel drawing that got put into the artist show. It's called a positive negative show, and you had to frame it. Well, their idea of framing and my idea was totally opposites, and once again, originality got it entered into the show.
They weren't happy, huh?
What's that?
They weren't happy with it?
Oh, yeah, they liked it because it was different.
Well, I'm glad that you've got a secret talent, and you should spend a little bit more time working on that then.
Yeah, it should. But I guess my favorite hobby is just being with my wife, you know? After working crazy hours and dealing with the stress from work, I just like to spend time with my wife.
Yep.
That's the best part of my life, really.
Yeah. Well, you're making some brownie points tonight. I hope she believes you.
She says she don't, but it's the truth. Yeah, she's been a godsend for me. It's like Joy has for you for the past 30 years.
Yeah, she's wise enough to know when not to say anything. And hurt my feelings or something. Looking for that new color I bought. See, it's a dark night, so we've got to have kind of like a green and a black maybe together. And so I'm going to mix some black and some green together for a forest, kind of a foresty kind of look.
Rhonda said that her mom had back in the 60s, had a 59 Ford Fairlane 500.
Oh, that's a good one.
I bet that thing will move.
Yeah, I had a friend had a Fairlane 500, and he always swore it would take an extra breath, and he just felt like it was alive.
Right.
And then he bought a Challenger, and then slowly spent all of his money on putting a Hemi engine in it. So then he had a Hemi engine Challenger, and I lost track of him after that. He got out of the Navy. He was in the Navy, and moved to California, moved to Beverly.
You'll have to see if you can pull him up on Facebook.
Oh yeah, I've tried to find him. I'm just praying that I meet him on the right day, at the right time, in the right place one day.
Right.
Because he was a rescuer. He was a real loyal person, and he would have been a great he still is a great friend someday, and will be again.
So you're a pretty good swimmer then. You were in the coast, is that correct?
Yeah, I didn't go to the swimmer school,
Right.
but on the smaller units, I did take the swimmer post. I practiced a lot. I swam a lot. I kept in good shape. But nothing ever came up to where I needed it. But it was kind of cool to be able to have a feeling like, you know, if I was needed, I was going to be there. And
Right.
it's of course, swim school was, I'd have never made it through that. I mean, that's like whole nother boot camp. Like, well, there's that Coast Guard movie.
I can't remember the name. I think I know what you're talking about now.
With Ashton Kutcher and
Yeah.
what was it called? Survival, rescue, one of those words.
Right.
And I didn't like it. I thought the movie was good until the very end, but you know, you just got to kill somebody at the end to make it a good movie, they feel like, I guess. So somebody has to die, and it's like, no, that's not how it is. You know,
Right.
but that's Hollywood. What can you do? What
Gotta
can
make
you
it
do?
funny, you know. We're trying to.
Yeah, you got to make it funny, or you have to make it deadly or something. You know, you got to do something terrible to somebody that everybody loves.
Right.
You know, it's like, you know who's going to die in the movie right from the beginning because everybody loves that person. Everybody thinks that's the greatest person. And so, you know, then that's the one that's going to get killed. Oh, I mean, demised. Didn't say that word. I didn't say that word. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
So what color are we putting on there now?
Well, this is a dark green and black. I'm
Okay.
trying to do something greenish to show green at night. I mean, what does green at night look like? You've got to have very little light touching it. You've got to have, you know, maybe some white mixed in with it. I don't know. I'm trying to make a dark green. Oh, you know, something I could do too is I wonder if I can. Nope, that's not helping.
Hello, High Haven Cabin.
Oh, High Haven.
High Haven is here with us.
He is here. And we are trying to develop a night scene of grass and shrubs, and the two bright blue things up there are going to be lightning bolts. Going to be lightning bolts. And so we take some green and we take blue, and we're just kind of darkening and making a scene. And over here to this side, like that. I'm bringing that up a little bit.
Joy just typed in that there's still storms heading towards Gatlinburg and the worst past us. So I just turned it over to the Weather Channel. Hopefully I can find out what's going on.
Oh, wow.
I think everything expired around here. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight. So, but there could be some more on the way, like you said.
Yeah, you have to look at, like we have Weather Omega. And that's what we trust, because that's what the weatherman uses.
Yeah, look for that Ryan guy today.
Yeah.
I didn't see him on, so.
He does incredible work. Yeah.
But Bristol made the national news this morning on the Weather Channel, saying it was a very strong chance of storms. But there's been several trees blown down out towards about an hour from here, and
Okay.
seen pictures of that. Smoky Mountain Man's in the house. Hello, Smoky Mountain Man. That's the Spaceman Dudley just sitting in while Joy's
Oh yeah.
under the weather.
That's right. You're sitting in. You've got the
Or
chair.
listening in, I guess I'd say.
You got the chair.
Yep. Sure hope Joy gets to feeling better real quick. No fun being sick on your stomach.
Yeah. We think it's something she ate, but we're not sure.
Yeah.
She had a portion of the food yesterday, put it in a go box, had it in the car for a couple hours,
Uh-oh.
and then got home, stuck it in the refrigerator, and
That might have been a problem there if you kept it in your car for a couple hours.
yeah. So
They don't take too long to stuff to spoil in a car.
yeah, I suppose. So I'm running my lightning bolt down that blue streak,
Oh, that's cool.
and but I'm not sure exactly how to. Oh, I know what I want to do. Yeah.
Hello, Cher.
Because you've got to have a starting spot. Okay, then there's I'm looking for my tree branch brush. That really long, thin one that you make tree branches with. And it's got a very long thread on it. Where are you, tree branch brush? I may have to settle for a different brush. Oh, nope, there he is. Tree branch brush.
A tree branch brush.
Yeah. Imagine, if I was doing it upward, you'd be able to, you kind of roll the brush and you make a branch like that. So if that was turned around, you would say, oh yeah, that's a branch. But in this case, it's lightning. And I have to be more direct in the direction that it's going, so that
Lisa Hines is in the house right now. Hello, Lisa. Our treasured home, you have a good night.
good night. Appreciate you being here.
I appreciate everybody turning in to see Donny's great artwork. Sort of jealous of him for being so talented.
Oh, are you kidding? I was feeling bad when you were talking about your stuff. Broken glass cactus. Broken glass cactus isn't exactly, commonplace.
No.
So not everybody can do a broken glass cactus
That's
and
true.
then sleep on it. Yeah. I took that home, put it under the bed. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and see if I can find a picture of it.
Oh, that would be cool. I would love that. See what you did with it and how you did it.
I had a wreck when I was in college, and they kept the shirt off of me. So that sort of got involved with one of my art pieces that I did. I used it to tie around the edge of the canvas material I was using and painted on the inside.
Huh.
I've always done things different.
Yeah, but most guys in college are like, yeah, cut my shirt off. Yeah. Let me show you my muscles. I'm in good shape here. Yeah. Somehow I think it's a flying saucer shooting ray guns down. I'm gonna have to fix that. Right now it's a flying saucer attacking Earth. And we thought it was a thunderstorm, officer, but actually it's a flying saucer attacking Earth.
Well, in a way, you know, if you look at it just right, it does look like that.
Oh man, my imagination is not good here.
Just get your green paint and paint some little green people there at the bottom of the screen. And...
Oh, no, I'll put them right up here, looking down.
Oh.
Put a big green head right there and 2 eyes, and that painting's done. Man, that's terrible.
It's like something out of a video game.
Oh, this is not going good.
And Rhonda agrees with me. Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. Ah, the air conditioning kicked on. That's good. Now, what's supposed to happen now is I'm supposed to be able to kind of fog it and put a haze of clouds over all of this. That's what's supposed to happen. Let me see if I can find my supposed to happen brush.
Supposed to happen brush.
The supposed to happen brush. There's a heck in the brush, heck in the bush, heck in the brush. Remember that from the Marx Brothers? That's one of the when I do impersonations, I learn certain sentences from people in the movies, and I take that sentence and I learn it. And one of mine is like from Red October is the line from Sean, which was one ping, Mr. Vasily, one ping only. And another one that was when in the Last Crusade, when Sean said to his son, I should have given it to the Marx Brothers. I lost the book. I should have given it to the Marx Brothers. And that was one of my lines that I was able to copy him really good on. Okay, so.
Who was your favorite Marx brother?
Oh, let's see, it was Groucho, Chico, Harpo, and then the fourth brother that was Normal. I think, Groucho was the big one for me. He was the most active. He fit my personality the most.
I always liked Harpo.
Because he was talented, and he always had, everybody had their little section, They showed off the talents of each of them. It was their way of continuing their vaudeville days by doing that. And you can't blame them. I mean, they was talented guys.
Right.
And I liked Harpo because he visited Lucy. He would visit Lucy and be on the Lucy show and stuff like that. And that was kind of cool.
As far as my favorite stooge, it would have to be Shemp.
Oh, Larry! Oh! Oh, look!
Hello, Mad Cat.
Alright, so we gotta get down another piece. I can't find that one, so I'm gonna have to clean the brush here.
Mad Cat must be expecting storms because she said, or they said, stopping by before the power goes out, so they must be expecting some storms.
Ah.
Area.
Alright, so see what I'm supposed to do now is I'm supposed to put like a cloud layer in here. First you douse everything with water like this. Oh, that volume's up a little. And then you dip in the white and dip in the water. Dip in the white. Okay, dip in the water and make a real thin kind of a slurry look. And then dip in the white. Dip in the water. Bring in more clouds. Even bring a cloud down here. Uh-oh, look out.
They really gave it a neat effect.
Yeah, that's...
Like that blue's popping out at it.
Yeah, and then the blue is lighting the clouds around it, is what it's supposed to do. And I think I need to put just a little bit more over the flying saucer.
So have they announced the opening date for the Buc-ee's in Sevierville yet?
Yes, June 26th.
Oh.
Yeah, they're working on June
That must be a
26th.
madhouse trying to get into.
Yeah, well, it's probably vendors and employees that they're having the most trouble getting supplies and everything in there. I can imagine there is quite a slew of vendors that have to appear and get on the docket and get their stuff in there. And when we went to the Buc-ee's, we up there in Richmond, our first Buc-ee's, that was really cool. It's like one side of the store, the vendors are selling $75 shirts, and the other side of the store, just 25, 30 feet away, $25 shirts. So they probably have to have negotiations on who's gonna sell what where, and who gets the best spot, and who gets what's left over, and who's gonna pay the most. And I imagine they have all kinds of stuff like that. Going on during that, trying to get things together. I'm going to pull that right there. See that? Yeah. Oh boy, there we go.
That canvas about a 20 by 24. That's your
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
this one's a good size one. I think it's 16. It's 1620, 1621. I don't think that's 24. That's about a foot. So I would say if that's a foot, then that would be 18. So I think it's probably a 1620. Yeah, pretty sure. And yeah, see, I'm bringing in my hazy clouds here. Just barely able to see the, it's a little too white. I need to get rid of some of that blue. That's the trouble with acrylics. You've got to deal with wet paint that doesn't agree with you. All right, so then I like that. Okay, then we have to let that dry a little bit, so let's work on something else. Let's get our favorite little tiny brush out. There he is. Let's see if we can't make a few trees or something down in here. Maybe
it's about time for strawberry festivals to start taking place. I think there's one in Irwin this coming Saturday.
Oh, we missed it last year. We got there. It's only on one day. We went the second day, and there was no second day.
Yeah. I think it's the Scott Strawberry Festival or something or another. But I think there's actually like two festivals. One's like a week later. Then all the apple festivals they're using, in the fall. Strawberries in the spring and apples in the fall.
Yeah, that was one thing I looked forward to in Florida in February was the Strawberry Festival. It had really great rides and a lot of people and the best strawberries. And I don't like that foamy strawberry cake that they sell. I only like the shortcake, the bitter biscuit. I don't like the foamy sweet thing under the strawberries. I like the bitter biscuit.
You don't like the angel cake thing or whatever it's
Yeah,
called?
whatever they call that. I don't. That doesn't go with me. I like the bitter one that makes the strawberry that much more sweet. Yeah. Yep. And we've got to kind of follow this a little bit here and try to make that come down a little bit. Yeah, and that comes down that way, comes down there.
Joy said the Florida Strawberry Festival was a great when Adam the Woo covers it.
Yeah, we weren't YouTubing much. We weren't doing much in Florida when we were there.
Yeah.
We just started YouTubing when we got up here.
I'd like to take Becky to that place that has the mouse ears in Orlando, but
Okay.
maybe one day we'll get there, but it's too expensive right now.
I think I give up.
Yeah, we were hearing some from Adam the Woo. And he was saying dollar for dollar. I think it was Adam the Woo. Said dollar for dollar, it's a better deal up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Better parking, better spacing, better everything. So.
I enjoyed SeaWorld.
Yeah.
That was many moons ago.
Yeah. Back when it wasn't a sin to have a whale.
Right.
Now it's a sin.
Occasionally I'll go on on YouTube and watch there's this show there's a mime that shows people how to get to the seats and stuff. The SeaWorld mime. There's like 4 people who do the part. It's hilarious to watch them. Yeah, Joy, we didn't get the passes to Ripley's either.
Yeah, we want to do that. We want to do passes to Ripley's. That we're going to catch that, so, you know, keep our money ready for deals like that, because we just missed it. I was in between jobs. I hadn't quite started my retirement yet or something, and they had this $159 deal for Ripley's for all of them. I mean, golfing, everything. And we missed it, and we really regret that. We really wanted to do that. It was Food City was putting it out, and so we're going to be guns ready for that next time that comes up. We're not going to miss that again.
Been there probably, I guess, 3 or 4 different times. Each time we've enjoyed our visit there. And we've been to the aquarium there in Chattanooga.
Uh-huh.
We both liked the Ripley's aquarium better than Chattanooga. The one in Chattanooga is bigger. I mean, it's got freshwater, saltwater, a lot more fish, but we just enjoyed that one.
But it wasn't as good as the Ripley's?
Well, we didn't think so. I mean, you know, you ask 10 people, you get 10 different answers, but we just like the Ripley's aquarium.
Sweet. Oh, that's a compliment to them. I'm sure if Tara was in here, she would chime right in with you on that.
And she likes it too.
Oh yeah, they get season passes every year. They never get tired of it.
I'd like to go check out the Bird Mountain or Parrot Mountain, whatever they call it. And,
yeah, that's one of the things we want to do. That should be a lot of fun to do that.
That looks good, Donny.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some light in there, and then see, now I have to wait for this to dry, and then I redo the lightning, because the lightning, some of the lightning comes through the clouds, some of it's behind the clouds. So you pick a few spots. I'm going to pick a few spots to really bring in some white, and I want to have a few like those cumulus clouds, you know, that trail off, and because you've got to have a cloud for the lightning to come out of,
right?
And I've got to have it be one of them big kind, you know. And Bob always goes, there it is. I don't know how he does that, you know, just there it is. I'm like, he just goes like this. He goes, and then there it is, you know. And I'm like, okay, it didn't happen. How did you do that, Bob? So then I have to fix mine out like this, and you know. And it'll work. I'll get it to work. See, we'll do that. We'll do that. See, and then what? Ooh, wow. Now look, by putting this line right there, I just pushed that piece way back. Oh, yeah, look at that. I just pushed that way back. So that now that's the bottom of a cloud, that's the bottom of a cloud. I could put right in here, right in here. As though this cloud here that I'm painting right now is actually the cloud behind this faded cloud. And we're going to pull that off a little further. Okay. All right, I'm seeing that. Here it comes more of it. Here comes more of that back cloud. We're doing the back cloud. It's a huge back cloud, and it's going to start way down here. See? And then these front clouds are hiding it. These right here are hiding the bigger cloud in the back. So we're gonna extend that out a little further. Take that over to there, and that to there. Yeah, see there, we just, there we go. I think we could make that back cloud even a little higher. We could even take that up a little higher. Yeah, there we go. And then we take some blue and some white and some gray, a little bit of water, and then we draw a line right there. Cut the bottom off a little right there. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's put some more out to the side here. Let's pull a little bit more out here.
When you were younger, were you always painting also?
You know, I did about 4 or 5 paint by numbers when I was in my early teens, like 12, 13. I was at Christmas. I think I looked like I was 13 or 14 at Christmas, and they gave me the paint by numbers of The Last Supper. And I lost interest in it for about 6 months, and then went back and finished it. And I learned a lot about painting and fading and things like that with that, how to blend colors. But then I never did it again.
Right.
I never did it again. And then Joy, she said, you could. I watched so much Bob Ross. She said, you could do Bob Ross. This is 1999. She said, you could do Bob Ross. And so I tried it, and boy, I'll tell you, I did a couple of Christmas ornaments for people, and it turned out real pretty, but then I never did it again. I was just too busy, couldn't focus, didn't see it, you know, but kept right on watching Bob Ross for years, and kept being real envious, wishing I know I could do that. You know, and finally she said, you know, when things slowed down and I didn't have a lot to do, she said, you know, you should do that again. And next time you're in town, I'll show you my 20-foot mural I did. I did a 20-foot mural for Bob Ross. And boy, did I learn a lesson that, see, Bob Ross's world was like 2820, 2830. That was his entire canvas size. He never did anything huge that I ever saw.
Right.
And that always, but yet I thought I could do Bob Ross. So what do I decide to do? My first try at Bob Ross in years. Oh, 20-foot mural. Oh, what the heck? I'm just going to do a mural at the campground. Oh my goodness. It must have took me 6 months. And it was good because I was able to cut. I was able to cut, recover things that didn't go right. I painted over things several times. Things like that. I hit the wrong button. Rats. Gene 60. Incorrect. Oh well. I lost my picture. All right. So now, what do you say we kind of go boom, 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 boom like that, and we're tapping into the white paint, and then we're tapping the white paint to the canvas right about where the lightning bolts are, because the problem with my lightning bolts right now is they look like branches. Remember I said I'm using my branch?
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? I should have thought about that right when I said that branch is not going to be the right thing to do. It isn't a branch. It's straight lines. Lightning goes in those straight lines with a little bit of curve here and there. You know, it'll look good here in a minute. I hope. But I'm thinking, you know, I need to do more of this like tapping and lines going everywhere kind of a thing, and branching off more like a root instead of a branch, because I think roots look more like lightning than a branch. I'm not sure exactly how to create this, because I'm just going with whatever my imagination tells me, and I'm gonna see, like I can come up here and do a couple cracks right there, and there's a crack and a smack, and you know, and then there and there and there and there and there and there and there. Bring those up, and then come down here. Try to do the Bob Ross thing. Cut right through it and do this or do that. And I'm like, uh-oh, that's not working. I sure am glad you had time tonight to conversate, because I probably would have just been talking to myself and hoping somebody was listening.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah. I asked Joy, I said, can you think of anybody that could moderate for us if you're not feeling right? And I guess she thought of you, so.
That's my first time. Hopefully I'm doing okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're being accosted, attacked, or anything by anybody.
That's a good thing.
And so we haven't been lately. I pray a lot, so we pray a
Now,
lot
are there
over what
Bob
we
Ross
do.
Studios or
Yeah, there's
painting
one
places
in
Pigeon Forge?
there's one in Greenville, and you pay. Well, the last time I heard it was like $65, and you come out of there with a painting.
Cool.
And I forget who it was, whether it was Footprints or who it was that was telling us about that, but.
I think it's Our Home, Our Story that did that.
Uh-huh.
They don't do their videos no more.
All right. Okay. Okay. A couple spots that I don't really know how to fix. We're gonna leave it at that for now, because what I can fog over that again once it's dry. And I like my land, I like my dirt. I'd like to do some more right in here a little bit. See if I can't get something a little bit more of a living looking landscape of some sort. But it is supposed to be dark, so I'm kind of looking at my green and black. Mixing a little green and black together until I get something like this, so that I get
Could you add a few rocks to that?
yeah, well, I'm actually, these are looking like trees actually.
Trees?
Yeah, these are like pine trees.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm doing pine trees real quick back here. Ooh, I like that. little green, little black. The green and black together at the same time on the brush seems to be giving me a nice in-depth kind of a pine tree look. That's really good. I like that. Another lucky shot. I just get lucky with the right thing. So what I want to do is I want to get a brush that's just like this brush, but it's smaller. And that'll give me smaller trees, right? If it's
Right.
yeah, so yeah, look at that. That really helped. That really helped. That really helped. That gives us a little bit of a depth so that we can say, okay, that's how far that away is because that's the size of the trees. The trees are that size, and we're gonna put one more right there, and I think that's pretty good. We can put a couple here maybe. Cool. So then take this brush, which is this size, and put it in there, and then take out a brush just like it that's smaller. Let's see, where's the one I just did? That's the one I just did. Okay, so this one is half that size. So I'm gonna take but now instead of, I'm gonna use black again, but I think I'll use a lighter green. Man, I don't want it too much lighter. It's not daylight. I'm trying to come up with a recipe here of black. I'm gonna touch the black. I'm gonna touch the green. I'm gonna touch the dark green, the light green, the black, and see if I can't put in some little tiny trees, like right in here, that are a little closer. Okay, light green, dark green, black. That looks very good. Yeah, maybe these trees are reflecting a little bit of the light from the lightning. Well, maybe that'll work.
A little bit on the top.
And you see, you follow a staircase of a shadow. So I'm following a little staircase of a shadow here, so that it goes right up the side of the mountain, right there. Oh, too dark. I mean, too light.
Rhonda says it's looking good, Donny.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. And then we'll do just a little bit more. We've got the light green, the dark green, the black, a little more black, touch of light green. All right, and then we'll come over here, see, and we'll just put in a little bit of that right there. And we'll tip it in over to here and kind of run it down like that. How about we'll add some white. I'm gonna add some white to that. Come on, white, there you go. So I'm gonna add white, green, and, oh, the blue snuck in there. Oh boy, that's not gonna work. And we're gonna put like that's up on this mountain's got a little bit of a thing, that way you can see this mountain, and it goes up like that and comes down this way, and then we'll go touch that again with a little black, and that way it'll be light and dark. Okay.
Could put you a little lake down there, a little pond or something.
Yeah, I've got the dirt down here right now, and like sand and grass, and the reflection of the lightning, and you really can't see down here too well. But down here at the bottom, right over here, you can't see that too well. I can turn it a little bit. That just came out really nice. And so, oh man, lightning, is it dry yet? No, it's not dry yet. I needed to do that lightning a lot smaller. But that'll do. Now, let me get my other little fan brush and a little bit more of that white, because you know this mountain back here has got to come through just a little bit for anybody to see it's there. And if we do that, and we do this, and we do this, we kind of get a feeling like it's back there without it making too much of a statement. It needs to kind of reflect our lightning a little bit, but not.
They say we're supposed to be able to see some of the Aurora Borealis lights, I think maybe Thursday. I guess we're in a...
Yeah, it's like once every 50 years or something like that. It's something we can see. It comes down this far. It's not very often. They had some kind of solar explosion happen or something that's really making it visible for us. Unusually visible. I remember that. Oh boy, putting that fingernail right down the middle of that lightning bolt really helped. I was just trying to clean it off, but it really helped. It helped it turn into a lightning bolt. Huh. I think I could take my, no, that's not going to do it. Oh yeah. No, I need a softer brush. I gotta take a soft brush. Soft brush. This is a problem right here. Do, 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 do. Okay. Clean that. And get that brushed out some more.
Blends right in.
Yeah. So I got to get a little bit of white and a little bit of that darker gray blue. I think that's going to be too dark. Oh no, that's it right there. That's working good. And then we're just going to make that a cloud that kind of crosses in front of the lightning. That little cloud's right in front of the lightning. It's going to strike behind it and make us look good. Ah, yeah, you're making me look good here. Making me look good, Mr. Cloud. You keep working, Mr. Cloud, making me look good. Let's go ahead and cross him right there. Not bad for never doing a lightning storm, huh? Not bad. It's a ticket. Not bad. All right. What time is it? It is
It was 9:30.
9:30?
Almost.
Okay, so hour and a half, huh? Whew. Went too long again. But I had fun. Yeah. I got a little bit of green here. Green and black. I'd like to... Whoops. That's the wrong color.
It's looking good. Definitely has a unique effect to it.
Yeah, it's original. Worth $1 million one day.
You're welcome, Joy.
And you know, I heard a thing about Van Gogh the other day that very much interested me, that really encouraged me. Van Gogh was sitting at a diner in France, coffee shop kind of place, and someone recognized him and asked him, you know, a few questions, and so he quickly scribbled on a napkin a drawing and presented it to the person and said, you can have this for, like, you know, so many lira or whatever they French, you know, profit.
Right.
I mean, it was an exorbitant amount. And the lady which he offered it to said, my goodness, how can you charge so much for something that only took you 5 minutes? Boy, were my ears tuned to what he was gonna say. And he said to her, lady, this did not take 5 minutes. It took 40 years. 40 years of honing my craft. 40 years of all the things that I have done has created this. And that really blessed me, because I thought, you know, each one of my paintings has something interesting in it and something wrong with it.
Right.
But there'll be a time after so many years, because I'm not interested in learning someone else's style. I'm not interested in learning someone else's way, you know, or something so that I become what they are. Or if someone looks at my painting and says, oh, that's this, or oh, that's that. And, you know, if it wasn't for Bob Ross, what would we call this kind of painting? So I thank God for Bob Ross.
Right.
But I don't want to be that. I don't want to be Bob Ross. I don't want to be another Bob Ross. And I appreciate they do the Keep Bob Ross Alive, you know, show and all that. And I think, but I've only watched it once, and it just wasn't interesting to me. You know, because I was already doing it. And so you're right. I should put like a little, I could put a little curvy river right there at the bottom. But it, you know, and then, oh, you know what else I could do? Uh-oh, it's 9:30. Daggone it.
Smoky Mountain man said it's a light from the spaceman.
Yeah.
Yes, Smoky Mountain Man did.
Go ahead and finish it, Donny. Go ahead and finish it.
Alrighty, so I'm continue?
Yeah.
Alright, so alright, so let me get my, I need my silver and my green. I can't hear you. Hang on, let me turn off my humidifier.
Spaceman Colin chat is a nice addition.
Uh-huh. Oh, so you've boosted my ratings, Spaceman. Did you know that?
I've done what?
You boosted my ratings, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
You're like, I'm gonna have to pay you after this or something.
People will be wanting my autograph next.
Yeah. I'll have to put DWSM on the painting, because you're here. Yeah, boy. Oh yeah, but the really rare ones are the are the DWSM ones. Oh, those are the best ones he did. Yeah, great. You know, I do all the work and he gets the credit. Yeah. Ah, ain't that something? That's.
So we're going to go with
But
a
you know, I
stream
mean,
or a pond. What are we going to do next?
who was Batman without Robin anyway, right? You know, and we can't fault you for your talent and your magnanimous attraction. I mean, you know,
Smoky Mountain Man wants Spaceman's autograph.
Oh, Smoky Mountain Man wants your autograph, buddy.
Oh man, you're getting a big head.
My wife says I'm getting a big head from her.
All right.
Good use I take over here. Well, I think it's a very good painting that you've done tonight. You've definitely added a unique way of doing it, and you know you're definitely not a Bob Ross. You're a Donny Wheeler.
I am a Donny Wheeler, and I am putting in my water right now, and the background is looking very good for it. I'm just kind of scribbling it in here, and we're gonna let it do what it does. I was wondering what I was going to do with this thing. It looked like a shoreline, and it certainly is working well to pop this in right here. You know, and I don't have to, and I have to remember, I get too caught up with symmetry, and it's like this could disappear in one spot and just be green. You know, I don't have to have. I don't know where that went to. Did I lose my green one?
Smoky Mountain Man wants my autograph. Does he need that on the check?
Oh, that was terrible. Funny, but terrible. That was funny, but terrible.
Well, I always want to send people bills there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, bills with numbers on it. But I never can get anybody that wants to take the bills with numbers on it.
Uh-huh.
After they hear about, you know, the water bill, the electric bill, the gas bill, they just don't want those bills.
Yeah. Well, they want $100 bills.
Yeah, they want the $100 bill. Yeah.
Yeah, but not the gas bill. Oh, that's fine. I never heard anybody say it quite like that. You really caught me there. I was kind of figuring out what you were talking about. That is funny. That's funny.
I got wrapping them up for Christmas one year for like December, just giving them out. Here's your bill.
Hey, I sent out a bunch of big bills, and everybody will think they're getting a $100 bill. That's funny. That's hilarious. You have such a good sense of humor. I haven't heard that one before. That is great. See, and
Smoky Mountain Man, she's doing pretty good tonight. She's still has a little bit of stomach problems. Still waiting on some results from the doctor, but she's hanging in there. And she said thanks for asking.
Yeah. Okay, so we just did some white. Now we're going to do some gray. Put a little gray in there with it.
Thank you, Smoky Mountain Man. She'll take all the prayers she can get.
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Lord. We pray for liver and restoration and everything that comes along with that. Thank you, Jesus. We bind any. We have a new DNA with Jesus Christ, and we bind any old DNA, any family weaknesses, any family traits cannot come into this family of Christ. In Jesus' name. We have a new DNA according to Jesus.
Donny, that painting's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I've never done lightning before, and but I did know. I hadn't even seen anybody do it. So I am just now working on my river that I last minute, a last little minute rushing river here. I thought,
And
yeah,
I
why
bet
not?
Dolly feels better.
Yeah, that make you feel better? Thank you, Jesus. We receive everything God has for us, and we do not allow it to be delayed or lost.
And thanks everybody for praying too.
Yeah, well, we got everybody corporate praying tonight. Thank you, Jesus. Bless that liver. Bless those functions. Bless those ducts and chemicals and everything that God set up. And we curse the confusion and say, peace be still. The storm inside, because I was praying over Joy, saying, peace be still that storm in your intestines. Peace be still that storm in your intestines. And there was a great calm. Oh. Yeah, a little pool right here. We're going to put a little pool right there. And we're going to put a little rush down to it. There we go. Yeah, a little rush down to the pool there. Okay, and then we're going to put this here. Put some shadows and some darks. Ah, wow. Like it, like it, like it.
Everybody be sure to leave Donny a comment after the live is over.
Oh,
Sure he
yeah.
will appreciate it.
You got to do that extra little bit. We're going to put a little bit larger of a lake right there, maybe.
Give the old thumbs up and
Thank you.
keep a tab on what's going on their other channel that they have.
Yeah, don't forget we've got Tuesday nights at 8, Thursday nights at 8. It's on Team Jesus. And Saturday nights at 7. We went to local borough this last Saturday. Boy, I'll tell you, that's the best mix. Really, I just haven't had better yet. Just haven't had better yet. It's just that good. They make the best fajitas. Everything's fresh. They don't do free with your meal when you just sit down taco chips anymore. You do have to get those, but you know that's a small price to pay for keeping prices down and keeping it affordable to go. So we are appreciative of them, and
Yeah, we eat there quite a bit, so it must be pretty good.
yeah, we do. We
Must
and
have you.
what you call it? They even turned the music down on us so that we wouldn't get such a big copyright hit. I don't know if we still got one, but they did turn it down so that we could talk, and that was really nice of them. You know, they didn't have to do that because they use those speakers to announce to the street people, hey, you know, we're here. And so he wanted to get that back turned up as soon as he could. And I said, oh, sure, go right ahead. We're done now. And so I hope that it is a benefit to them to allow YouTubers to come in there and advertise. And, you know, when we have even more subscribers and more things going on, making little waterfalls here with my special little waterfall brush. And then a little pool at the bottom. Oh my goodness. I just can't beat this. This is really something. Almost looks like little splashes on the rocks and things. So that looks really good. Okay. This is needing something over here. I think we need like a black and green kind of a push right up here. Something like that just to give it more of a drop. Kind of a look. It's like there's something on this side. Yeah, oh, I see it. Like a couple trees. There we go. Yeah, that worked. couple trees right there that push up into the water so that it looks like the water's behind them. That was good. We'll just bring those down a little like that. And then I see a little bit of something right there. We need something right here. Just something to give me a sharper edge to that creek. Maybe a little bit of a thing. Oh, and you know what else? We need a couple rocks in the river, you know. A couple things for the water to go around. You know, you gotta have, like if you're gonna have a splash, there's a splash right there. Well, that means you've got to have a little rock right there that causes that splash, you know. So we put those in real quick, here and right there, and right along here. Just a couple of little rocks. And, oh, right there. Mm-hmm.
It's looking good, Donny.
Thank you. Boy, I'll tell you, I'm impressed too. And and I don't mean that egotistically. I mean, I'm in surprise. I love it. I'm excited. I just want to do that and touch that just with the whisker. Just with the whisker. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. We got to go back with some more water on that one. See, then the water is going around this one. Yeah, like that. Yep. And we'll just dab that rock a little bit. Good. And right there. Good. And we can... This brush pulls down has like a little odd whiskers on it so that it gives you a waterfall look. And we did that there and there. Oh, I just think that looks wonderful.
I saw my first snake for the year Sunday as I was leaving my mom's house. It was about a 5-foot black snake.
Ooh.
So everybody be careful around their houses. Not that black snakes are going to hurt you, but definitely will give you a surprise.
Yeah, yeah, they are. They're a surprise, all right. Huh?
My mom's lives in that
Okay.
house. It's 76, I think. That's the first snake that I've ever seen on the road. No. Years ago, we were helping get the hay up from neighbor's field, and had the big tractors and the hay balers and everything. And neighbor boy picked up his bale of hay, and the machine killed the snake, but its head was still sticking out of the hay bale. It gave him a surprise. Yeah, so
Wow.
everyone be careful of the snakes. They're out and about.
Out and about.
That's
Out.
close to campground. I think in Greenville because of bear activity.
Out and about. So I'm trying a little bit of water and some gray just to give my lightning a little bit more of a hazy look. And here's where I need to start thinking about stopping before I screw something up. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, sometimes I just need to relax.
Oh, Peyton, my wife wanted to remind you, Trail Days in Damascus, Virginia is going on, I believe, this weekend. And Trail Days is the passing through for a lot of the hikers on the Appalachian Trail.
Passing through.
Yes.
So this is when the time of year you have a big crowd on the trail, and so they make a party out of it?
More or less. They've done this for years. They have a parade of all the hikers and stuff, and they soak them with their squirt guns, and it's quite Damascus, Virginia is a small town, sort of Mayberry-ish, I guess you could say.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if we'll get to go to it or not. We've been before. Really depends on what the weather does.
Yeah, that's a long way to drive to shoot somebody with a squirt gun.
Yeah, it's from Bristol. It's probably less than an hour.
Oh, okay. Just long for us, not for you.
Right.
Okay.
And, next weekend's a work weekend for me. It's when I get to be on call in case the guys need something. We do that about every 6-7 weeks. It seems like it's.
Right, you all trade weekends or alternate weekends?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
About 6 or 7 of us.
That's why it's every 6 or 7 weeks. That makes sense. I figured that one right out.
The work's busy.
Yeah. What can go wrong? Where you're on call. When you're on call, what could go wrong that could, makes you go in?
Just needing the part, or needing something from one of the other buildings, or anything.
Huh.
It depends on, if the project they're working on is facing a deadline and they need part support there.
So you don't get called in on your weekend very often?
Not a great deal, but it does happen. It does happen.
Yeah.
Stop adding more of that white. Don't keep adding. It doesn't look right. Add too much white to the bottom.
Joy's like, Donny, don't put no more paint on there.
Yeah, it's time for me to. I need to go get some clean water here. And my Husky's ready to go out. And
you've also put paint around or have you not, around the sides of the border on the edges? Looks like maybe a little bit. Sort of carry over, I guess, just maybe your brush strokes might have came over the edge a little bit, but.
Oh, everything. No, I think we're
add something to the overall effect.
I was trying to put a little haze on the trees, and didn't quite go the way I wanted it to.
Thanks, Ron. You stay safe too.
So I did put DWSM on this one, just for fun. So I just put a little SM down here, just a little tiny S and M right there, so that we can say this was the one that you co-hosted.
Well, if you get rich and famous, that's when you can really remember me.
Yeah. Nobody will like any of my stuff, but the one with SM on it will be selling like crazy. Well, when can you do another DWSM? Ah, shut up.
You sound like hotcakes.
Ah, shut up. I hope that's a word I can say on YouTube. Shut up. There's so many words you can't say.
Smoky Mountain Man says he's been into the Birthplace of Country Music Museum. Yeah, it is a nice museum. They don't allow videoing in there, I don't believe, but it's a very nice museum. Last time we were there, my wife and I, they did a monument unveiling, and Marty Stewart and his fabulous superlatives were there. And we knew Marty was going over to the museum, And wife and I just sorted the mosey over there, and we got to meet Marty Stewart. Have a picture made with him, and she got a hug, and real nice guy.
Good. I am so happy about that.
Yeah, Bristol's I guess you could say, the official birthplace of country music.
Bristol is?
Yes, with the Carter family. AP
Oh, the Carter family's
Bill
out of
Carter,
Bristol. I remember we did a blog about that, yeah.
Ronnie Stoneman, with the Stoneman family, which had Ronnie Stoneman as part of she was one of the kids. And Ralph Peer, who was the one who came over from, I think it was Victor, to do the recordings. Jimmy Rogers, the singing brakeman, was one of them, and there were several other artists. Some didn't make it as big as the others did, but recordings are very entertaining and listening to. The Carter Fold, which is from Bristol, probably about an hour, a little bit more. That's where the family of AP and Sarah started a museum, more or less, and the singing. They have shows there about every Saturday night. Different bluegrass. Don't allow electrical instruments. Not time. I'm sure they've had some over there, but
unplugged. They call it unplugged now.
Mostly the rule is no electronic.
Gotta be your voice and your talent, not your instrument.
Right. Don't need nobody drowning out your singing or your other instrumentation. That looks wonderful, Donny. I mean, that's awesome. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's always something you can go back. So I had this.
Oh, I know. Like, stop. I can't help it. I feel like I always have to fill in something. And I don't let my imagination fill it in. I try to fill it in with myself, you know.
Yes. And Smoky Mountain Man, yes, I have been there. It's been several years ago that I was at the Carter family fold. I had the opportunity one time, which I didn't have a camera, like meeting a lot of other celebrities. I didn't have a camera at the time, but I got to see Johnny Cash there one time. Got to talk to him, got his autograph on a CD. Super nice guy. And I remind myself, I wish I had a camera, but I didn't have one at the time. And that's the same with meeting some other people that I've met in my lifetime that I wish I had a camera.
I wish I had a camera for the old John. Yeah, I know Johnny Cash. I hear that train a-coming, rolling round the bend. I don't know when I'll see
I met Kathy, who was the founder of Chick-fil-A, and didn't have a camera. Met Ed from Green Acres and didn't have a camera.
I know how to do Mr. Mr. Haney.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Douglas, that'll be $500. I do. What? That's the only word I can do from Eddie Albert. What?
Yeah.
That'll be $345. You can pay me now or later. Okay. Whew. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. Bless you for being a part of what's going on and that you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you for coming with me tonight on this journey into this painting that we just took together of brand new ideas and getting to know a lightning storm in the mountains of the Smokies. We'll have to have Spaceman call in some more, Joy said. You know.
We don't be getting sick.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I try to do that.
We should have other people call in too, you know. Like, you know, even more important ones than you. But, you know.
Hey,
Hey.
Spaceman's pretty important.
Pretty important. We sure love it when you come to town and don't tell us. So we appreciate you very much.
We appreciate when you do tell us that you're
Yeah, when you do tell us, yeah. But you know, since you know it's going to be Dutch, you're like, the heck with them.
I hope everyone has a blessed night. If you got storms in your way, I hope you stay safe. And
Yep.
God bless each one, every one of you all. Hope you all have
Every
a
one
great
of you
night
all.
of sleep.
And remember, we love you, but Jesus loves you more.
Love you more.
And we might have you call in and chat when we're on Smoky Mountains Plus channel too. That was fun listening to all
Okay. Yeah, and up here at the top here, I'm like, you know, it kind of looks like the moon is shining kind of blue on that thing. So next time I think I'll add a moon like and some stars at the top where, you know, where there aren't any clouds. So that would really raise the sky up. Okay, love everybody. I'm hitting the X mark. We'll see you
Bye.
Thursdays and Saturdays.
Listening, everyone. Watching
Thank
on
you.
TV and the replay.
And on the TV replays, hit the thumbs up. Love
Leave
you.
a comment.
Love you. Good night. Good
Take
night.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye.